Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about a build for Ines that I have just been messing around with, and I think it's really, really strong. It actually reminds me a lot of 1.0 Ines, and it's really, really simple and quite easy to create. Now, what you need to be able to do this build is like a non-negotiable, is you need to have a full set of bravery. Now, as you can see, I don't have that great of a set. I literally just got a bunch of them, and I just chose that. Like, I did like 2 or 3 runs of the boss to drop these. I got these ones, and I've just been using them since, and I put some chords on them. The exponent chords literally just came out today, so I haven't really messed with like a lot with them, and I don't have the greatest ones. However, I have a bunch of these now. Well, this is what you need. You need bravery, and over here in the descendant modules, you need to have veterans tactics. Now, what we're trying to do here is absolutely minimize the cooldown. Obviously, this is my build. You can use whatever build you want to, but this is like a very just basic, very simple, very popular build for Ines. But instead of having, I believe in here, Decimator, instead of using Decimator, I am using Veterans Tactics. Time of the Hunting Hounds is basically needed for like majority of Ines builds, but yeah, Veterans Tactics and Bravery. Now, beforehand, Veterans Tactics was bugged and it wasn't proccing properly. However, they fixed that recently, and I've been messing around with it since they fixed it, and it's been really, really strong. And I got the idea to maybe mix in some Bravery set earlier on today, and it really, like, it can become insane. I'll put up a clip here. I also posted this clip to Reddit, so if you've seen it on there, then lol. But I used 5 snares in like 15 seconds. The only thing with this build and running this set and the mod is that they basically absolutely require you to have a metric fuckton of enemies to be affecting all at once. If there's only like 30-40 enemies, you're going to get the most use out of it. However, even in like the runs that I've been messing around with this, like, I'm using it pretty sparing. Like, I'm spamming it, and I'm still getting tons back. And obviously, I've been spamming it to try and get as many as I can back, but, I mean, you don't have to do that. If you want to just keep one as, like, a backup, and then just continue spamming the first one over and over and over, you can still do that and still get crazy value from it. I think in the clip that I just shown, I get, like, 2 at one point, 2 snares. So it's very possible. I'll also throw up real quick on the screen my Arche tuning board. Not like it's necessary, but this is more of a personal preference of mine. I have gone fully towards the skill power capstone, and I've gone for electric cohesion up here, just for that extra bit of damage. And this stacks really, really well with your snares, and since you're activating snares all the time, you're always having electric cohesion activated. Now, I will bring us into a isolated desert. I'll do a private. I've never actually done a private. This is going to be the first. But yeah, obviously, like, your weapons and all this stuff doesn't really matter. I just use a secret garden for the pest control buff and the sprint speed. I don't even have a matching reactor on this build. I don't believe so. So you literally, like, you can go in as bland as you can for yeah, my reactor doesn't match. Like, literally, it's just, you just need these components, and you just need Veterans Tactics. And as you'll see here, when we come out here and I'll start hitting some enemies, you will see, once I can activate one of these, and if there are enemies near it, now they're coming, there we go, it comes off of reset. I can throw out another one, as long as I'm just doing stuff will die. I can get another one just like that. This is my 3rd or 4th already. I am on cooldown now, so there we go, I'm off of cooldown again, and that's this entire first area done already. I just got another one as well off of cooldown. Like, it is, like, it's literally, it feels like you're running 1.0 Ines again. Obviously, it's still not as strong, because obviously there was multiple things that got hit in the Ines nerf, but it still feels, like, incredible to use. Like, if I come up here, throw this down, instantly, off of cooldown, I can throw out another one. Bosh, off of cooldown. Throw out another one. Immediately, off of cooldown. Like, it's crazy. Like, this, it really doesn't take long to get any of this stuff either for the whole set, for everything. You probably already have a bravery set if you're watching this, and if not, you probably already have a a veteran's tactics. Like, it's just a mod that you might have just picked up while playing the game anyway. So yeah, I really do recommend, like, you don't even obviously have to keep this as your build or anything, but I recommend just running around with it, maybe like messing about with it, because this feels like incredible to use again. Like, you just fire this out, everything dies, it's immediately off of cooldown, and I have it, like, they're both back, and I've done nothing there. Like, I've pressed two buttons on my controller above my bumpers, because I'm weird and I've changed my my controls. But, like, look, this whole enemy's dead. I immediately have it off of cooldown again. Obviously it's Ines, so it's killing everything in a 350 billion mile radius, but, like, this is busted. Like, it feels great to use, it's fun, it's strong, you feel like 1.0 Ines again. It's crazy. Like, I'm not even really looking at what's going on much. I'm just looking at my cooldown. Using other abilities as well takes off from cooldown as well, because of how Veteran's Tactics works. And I will actually explain that in a second once we get a bit more through this, how Veteran's Tactics really works. But essentially, I'll quickly throw it up here, as you've already seen. It resets on a cooldown of 5 seconds at a 20% chance, and then this is a 20% chance to reduce a random skill with a 1 second cooldown each time as well. So, between potentially getting it back instantly and reducing cooldowns at least by 20% every single second, if you get both of those to activate, you can have a free skill, and then over the course of the next 4 or 5 seconds, you can get one of your snares back anyway. I think it is, to be fair, not really functioning properly, because as you saw there, like, my cooldowns just immediately dropped. Oh, I just threw the snare to the sun and back. No, it's crazy though. Like, this build, like I said, like, the rest of the build doesn't really matter. Literally the only things you need is, well, obviously it matters depending on what you're trying to do, but the absolute, like, non-negotiables with it is bravery and veteran's tactics. Once you have both of those two, you can literally do pretty much, like, what you want. You can bring this into most activities, as long as there's a good, like, enemy density. So, like, 400s will be really, really good for this. Obviously, whatever these, I was going to say Sigma Sector. It is Sigma Sector. Okay, I'm not tripping. Okay, yeah, these Sigma Sectors, this is a brilliant place to bring it as well. It's honestly just a very fun build to mess around with. Sorry, I'm checking if I got a spoils box. I didn't, because I suck at this game. No, yeah, so you just need a full set of bravery so you can get the 4 set, and you just need veteran's tactics. As I've already said, like, 5 times, the rest of the build doesn't exactly matter. I just have it for, like, crit, obviously, because I'm playing Ines. I've got conversion, health, the usual stuff. Like, you can just make a very, very default build. I'll leave this on screen here if you want to screenshot and then build from this. As I already said, your weapons do not matter. Everything on your components don't matter. You just have to make sure you have bravery. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, the arcade tuning doesn't really matter. This, again, is more preference than anything else. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything. I really do recommend giving this a try. I have a lot of fun with this. Okay, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.